History does not pivot on armies or elections, but on the single, quiet yes of a soul whose time has come. And right now, the entire universe is holding its breath, waiting for yours. For years, your decisions felt like whispers in a hurricane, choices made in isolation that nobody seemed to notice or value. You operated on faith, integrity, and an internal compass while the world rewarded noise and deception. But that was the test. They needed to see if you would hold the line when no one was watching. And now someone with the power to move mountains has finished watching the tapes. They are coming, not with a request, but with a contract. The choice they are about to put in front of you is not an opportunity. It is a verdict. It is the moment the timeline splits, and your signature is the only thing required to authorize it. Chapter 1: The Untraceable Blueprint. You were built differently. This is not an affirmation to make you feel good, it is a spiritual fact. While others were being assembled with the standard parts of their generation, ambition, conformity, a desire for external validation, you were a custom job. You were built with components that made no sense to the outside world. An empathy that felt like a liability, a sensitivity that was labeled as weakness, and an unshakable integrity that cost you opportunities, relationships, and social standing. This integrity wasn't a moral choice, it was a factory setting, a non-negotiable part of your operating system. For a long time, you thought you were defective. You looked at the effortlessly successful, the socially celebrated, the ones who climbed ladders with ease, and you wondered what was wrong with you. Why was the path so hard? Why did the rules that worked for everyone else seem to break against you? The answer is simple. You were not designed to play their game. You were designed to end it. The people who are about to enter your life, the powerful person who is already on their way, they are not looking for another player. They have thousands of those. They are looking for a new architect. They are looking for someone with an untraceable blueprint in their soul, a design for a new reality that hasn't been corrupted by the current system. Your so-called failures were a preservation method. Every time you were rejected from a job or a social circle, you were being protected from assimilation into a frequency that would have diluted your purpose. Every time you were betrayed, you were being given a masterclass in energetic sovereignty, learning to discern truth from illusion in a way you could not have learned in a book. Every time you felt isolated, you were being kept in a clean room, away from the contamination of a dying world's desperate, chaotic energy. You weren't being punished. You were being quarantined for your own protection and for the protection of the sacred data you carry within your very DNA. Think of your life not as a series of unfortunate events, but as a meticulously planned extraction from a compromised reality. This powerful individual is not a random benefactor. They are an emissary, a scout sent by a higher authority. Think of them as a celestial headhunter who has been given a very specific, non-negotiable list of qualifications. They are looking for someone who cannot be bought because they have seen that everything in the current system has a price and is therefore ultimately worthless. They are looking for someone who has walked through fire and not come out bitter, but come out forged, tempered like steel. They are looking for someone who knows the true nature of power, not the kind that dominates and controls, but the kind that creates and liberates. They have been scanning the planet, not for resumes, bank accounts, or social media follows, but for energetic signatures. Their technology is consciousness itself. They were searching for a frequency of pure, uncompromised potential, a signal that hummed with the resonance of a new Earth. And that signal led them directly to you. The reason they are powerful is because they operate outside the crumbling hierarchies of the material world. Their influence is not based on money or political connections, though they may have access to those things as tools. Their real power comes from their alignment with the new energy, with the incoming paradigm. They are one of the gatekeepers of what comes next. and they cannot unlock the next phase without a key. You are that key. Your life, your struggles, your unique and painful journey has shaped you into the one instrument that can unlock the next era. They don't just want to give you a choice, they need you to make it. Your decision is the authorization code they have been waiting for. This is why the approach will feel different. It won't be a negotiation. It will be a recognition. They will speak to you in a way that you have been yearning to be spoken to your entire life. They will see the blueprint inside you, not just the shell you present to the world. They will validate every strange instinct, every lonely sacrifice, and every quiet act of rebellion you have ever committed. They are not coming to offer you a piece of their world. They are coming to ask you to help them build a new one. This is the moment your entire existence has been engineered for. The isolation is over. The assignment is beginning. This is not a message. This is an activation. To formalize the contract with your higher self and anchor this energy into your reality, you must perform this ritual. It is a necessary protocol, a spiritual technology. Like the video now to seal this frequency as your dominant timeline. This action is not for an algorithm, it is a physical gesture that creates an energetic imprint, declaring to the universe, I am anchoring this truth into my physical reality. This is my I agree. Subscribe to this channel to officially join the collective of architects who are building the new world. This links your energy to the global grid of the awakened, creating a psychic network of support and amplification. You are no longer a solitary node, you are part of a unified field. In the comments, type the divine code 77. This is not a random number. It is an inscription of light, a vibrational key that signals to the seen and unseen realms that you have received the briefing and are ready for the assignment. It is your official check-in. Finally, let this transmission play on a loop in the background, even on low volume. Allow the frequency of these words to saturate your spirit, to bypass the conscious mind's doubt and to rewrite the subconscious programming of unworthiness. This is a deep-level recalibration, attuning your cells to the frequency of your mission. Do not skip this. It is your preparation. Chapter 2, The Emissary and the Mirror. The person who is coming is not what you expect. Erase the image of a robed mystic on a mountaintop or a corporate titan in a skyscraper. This individual, this emissary, will likely appear in a form that is designed to bypass your ego and speak directly to your spirit. They could be anyone, from a quiet stranger who sits next to you on a park bench to an old friend who suddenly reveals a depth you never knew they possessed. Their power is cloaked in normalcy, because true power has no need for theatrics. Their currency is not money or fame, it is truth. And they carry a specific, undeniable frequency of it. When they speak, you will feel it not in your ears, but in your bones. It will be a resonance, a deep, cellular humming that says, this is real. It will feel like a memory of a truth you have always known but had forgotten. This person is a living mirror. For your entire life, you have been surrounded by funhouse mirrors. People, institutions, and cultural narratives that reflected back to you a distorted version of yourself, magnifying your perceived flaws and shrinking your immense power. They did this because your true reflection terrified them. It showed them their own compromises, their own fears, their own abandoned dreams. So they had to warp your image to make their own more tolerable. You got so used to these distorted reflections that you started to believe they were true. You started to identify with the caricature they painted of you, too sensitive, too intense, too idealistic, not realistic enough, too much. These were not observations, they were indictments designed to keep you small. The emissary is the first true mirror you will have looked into in years, maybe ever. When you are in their presence, they will reflect back to you not who you think you are, but who you have always been. They will see the warrior behind your weariness. They will see the leader behind your loneliness. They will see the visionary behind your confusion. They will not flatter you. Flattery is a tool of the ego, a cheap currency of the old world, and they operate on a much higher plane. Instead, they will simply state what is. They will talk about your past struggles not as tragedies, but as a grueling and highly successful training program detailing how each challenge perfectly prepared you for what is to come. They will mention your biggest heartbreaks not as failures in love but as karmic severances that were necessary to keep your frequency pure and unentangled. They will speak of your unique gifts with the casual certainty of an appraiser looking at a priceless diamond. There will be no doubt in their voice, and therefore it will begin to raise the doubt in yours. This encounter is a divine intervention designed to trigger a profound identity shift. It's a spiritual reboot. The purpose is to shock you out of the small, limited identity you have adopted as a survival mechanism and catapult you into the reality of your true divine stature. You have been carrying a kingdom inside of you but living in a shack in your mind. This person arrives to hand you the keys to your own castle. They are not giving you power. That is the critical distinction. They are there to get you to finally recognize and accept the power you already possess. They are the catalyst, the spark that ignites the fuel you have been accumulating your entire life through every tear and every trial. They will challenge your most deeply held negative beliefs about yourself, not by arguing, but by simply not acknowledging them as real. Their perception of you will be so clear and so powerful that it will begin to overwrite your own distorted self-image. Pay attention to how they communicate. They will use language that feels both ancient and incredibly modern. They will talk about spiritual principles with the pragmatism of an engineer discussing a blueprint. They will likely use metaphors and analogies that are perfectly tailored to your understanding, drawing from your interests, your work, or even your favorite movies. This is a sign of their legitimacy. They are not reciting dogma, they are translating universal truth into your native tongue. And the most important sign of all, they will ask for nothing in return. They will not ask for your loyalty, your money, or your worship. Their only objective is to present the choice. They are a cosmic delivery service, and their package is your destiny. The choice itself is the only transaction. Once it is presented, their primary role is complete. They have held up the mirror. What you choose to do with the reflection is, and always has been, up to you. Prepare yourself. Stop looking for a savior on a white horse. Start looking for the person who sees you. They are closer than you think. Chapter 3, The Choice Between the Cage and the Key. Why the choice you will be offered will be deceptively simple. It will not be presented with trumpets and a heavenly chorus. It will be a quiet, clear distinction between two paths, and it will be presented as a choice between a cage and a key. The cage will look remarkably comfortable. In fact, it will look like the culmination of everything you were ever taught to want. It represents the pinnacle of the old world, the dying paradigm. This path will offer you security, recognition, and validation from the very systems that have subtly oppressed you. It's the corner office, the prestigious title, the public applause, the viral moment, the I made it feeling that the ego has been starved for. It's an offer to finally be accepted, to be let into the club that always kept you on the outside, looking in. This cage will be gilded. It will be presented by people who will praise your talents with intoxicating sincerity. They will tell you how much they need you, how you are the missing piece to their puzzle. They will offer you a seat at their table, a table where you have always wanted to sit. They will promise to give you the resources, the funding, the platform to finally bring your ideas to life. It will feel like vindication. But there is a price, and it is written in invisible ink on the contract. The price is your blueprint. To enter this cage, you must agree to build according to their specifications. You must agree to color within their lines, to connect the dots they have already laid out. You must agree to use your immense power to reinforce the very walls that are imprisoning humanity. You will be a well-fed, celebrated, and decorated prisoner. You will have a bigger cage than most, with a better view and softer bedding, but it will be a cage nonetheless. And your spirit, the wild, untamable part of you that has survived so much, will slowly begin to die from the inside out. It will be a slow, silent suffocation of your soul, masked by the noise of constant applause. The second choice is the key. The key does not come with a guaranteed outcome. It does not come with a map, a salary, a business plan, or a round of applause. The key is simply a key. It is plain, made of cold iron, and it feels heavy in your hand with the weight of responsibility. It unlocks a door, and on the other side of that door is the unknown. It is the path of the architect, the creator, the sovereign being. This path offers you nothing but your own freedom and the tools you have already gathered throughout your life. It demands everything from you: your courage, your faith, your willingness to stand alone again, at least for a while. It is the choice to reject the prefabricated reality and to begin the difficult, messy, and glorious work of building a new one from scratch, using the untraceable blueprint within your soul as your only guide. This path is not about being given a platform, it is about becoming the platform. The emissary will make it clear that the key is a one-time offer. It is a cosmological event, a specific alignment where a new timeline can be created. If you choose the cage, the door that the key opens will close, perhaps for a very long time. The choice is fundamentally about where you source your sense of self. The cage asks you to source it from the outside world, from their approval, their rewards, their structures. It offers you a pre-built identity. The key demands that you source it from the inside, from your own divine connection, your own inner knowing, your own unshakable truth. It demands that you build your identity from the ground up, based on who you truly are. This is the ultimate test of your training. Every time you chose integrity over profit, truth over popularity, your own path over the well-trodden road, you were practicing for this moment. You were strengthening the spiritual muscle required to choose the key. The people who belong to the system of the cage cannot understand this choice. To them, it is madness. Why would anyone turn down a guaranteed win for an uncertain future? Because you are not playing their game. You are not here to win by their rules. You are here to change the entire game. The choice is coming. The gilded cage, beautiful and secure, or the simple, cold, iron key. One is a decorated end. The other is a terrifying and magnificent beginning. The choice defines not just your future, but the future of many. Chapter 4, the karmic fine print. Every significant choice carries a contract, and this one is no different. But this is not a contract written by lawyers. It is a karmic contract, and the fine print is written in the language of energy, consequence, and spiritual evolution. It is crucial you understand the terms and conditions of both choices, because ignorance is not a defense in the court of cosmic law. The emissary will not lay this out for you like a legal document, they will communicate it through resonance. You will feel the weight and implications of each path in your soul, a deep knowing that transcends logic. Let's first examine the fine print on the contract for the gilded cage. On the surface, the benefits are clear: wealth, influence, comfort, an end to your struggle. The system will embrace you, but the cost is your sovereignty. The moment you say yes to the cage, you energetically agree to take on a portion of its karma. The dying paradigm is heavy with karmic debt accumulated over millennia. It is built on foundations of manipulation, suppressed truth, ecological devastation, and the exploitation of energy. By agreeing to become a celebrated pillar of that structure, you are consenting to help hold it up. Your light, which was meant to be a beacon for a new world, will be repurposed into a battery to power the old one. You become an accomplice to a system your soul came here to dismantle. Your name, your face, your very energy will be used to legitimize a lie. The immediate energetic consequence will be a subtle dimming of your inner light. Your intuition, once a clear and powerful signal, will become fuzzy, filled with the static of compromise. Your connection to the divine, that deep well of peace and knowing you have cultivated in your solitude, will begin to feel distant, like a radio station fading out of range. You will be surrounded by people, but you will feel more alone than ever before, a profound, soul-deep loneliness. The external world will applaud you, but the internal world, your own spirit, will begin to protest. This protest can manifest as anxiety, chronic fatigue, creative blocks, or a persistent, nagging feeling that you have made a terrible mistake. You will have traded your authentic power for a borrowed, conditional authority. And when that system inevitably collapses, and it will, you will go down with it, entangled in its karmic wreckage, responsible for your part in perpetuating it. Now, let's look at the fine print for the key. The initial terms seem harsh. There are no guaranteed material rewards. There is no promise of immediate recognition. In fact, choosing the key will likely trigger a period of intense shedding. People, situations, and securities that are tied to the old paradigm will fall away, sometimes abruptly. It will feel like a death, a dismantling of your life as you know it. This is a required purification process. You cannot walk through the new door carrying the baggage, attachments, and energetic residue of the old world. The contract of the key demands absolute faith and radical self-reliance. It will test you, but the benefits, though less tangible at first, are infinite. By choosing the key, you declare your spiritual sovereignty. You align yourself completely with your divine mission. You void all previous unconscious contracts that tied you to the collapsing system. You become a free agent of creation, a direct channel for divine will. The energetic consequence is an immediate and explosive expansion of your inner light. Your intuition will become razor sharp, a reliable GPS for the new terrain. Your creative powers will be unleashed in ways you cannot yet imagine. You will begin to attract your true soul family, the other architects who also chose the key. You will not be building alone, you will be part of a team of masters. The universe will become your co-signer. Resources will appear, not necessarily in the way you expect, but precisely when you need them. Synchronicities will become your daily language, confirming your every step. You will be guided, protected, and provided for because you are now operating in direct service to the divine plan. You are no longer just a participant in reality, you are a conscious co-creator of it. The contract of the key is a contract of empowerment. It returns all power and all responsibility back to you. It is the ultimate graduation. The choice is not just about what you will get. It is about who you will become. One path makes you a highly paid employee of a failing corporation. The other makes you the founder of a new world. Read the energetic fine print carefully. Your soul already knows the right answer. Chapter 5: The Systemic Collapse and the Void of Power. Your decision to choose the key is not a personal act. It is a planetary one. You must understand that this is not about you getting a better life. It is about you becoming a fulcrum point upon which history pivots. The moment you say yes to the key and no to the gilded cage, you pull a foundational pin from the structure of the old paradigm. You are not just walking away from it, you are initiating its controlled demolition. This happens because the dying system is running on fumes. It has no genuine creative power left. It is a parasitic entity that survives by co-opting the energy of powerful, creative souls. It finds visionaries, artists, healers, and leaders and offers them cages, turning their light into fuel to keep its dying machine running for just a little longer. You are one of its primary targets. Your energy, your untraceable blueprint, your immense creative potential is something they have been monitoring and trying to acquire for a very long time. The offer of the cage is their final, most seductive bid to purchase your power. When you refuse, you do more than just save yourself. You starve the beast. Your no creates a massive power vacuum, a void where your energy was supposed to go. This void acts like a black hole, and it begins to pull the already unstable structure in on itself. Think of it like a support beam being removed from a condemned building. The collapse was always inevitable, but your action determines the timing. You are the trigger. Immediately following your choice, you will begin to see the effects in the world around you. Institutions that seemed invincible will suddenly show cracks. Powerful figures who seemed untouchable will unexpectedly fall from grace, their secrets exposed in ways that cannot be denied. Scandals will erupt, exposing the rot that has been hidden for decades. Supply chains will falter. Financial systems will show signs of deep instability. It will look like chaos to the uninitiated, but you will see it for what it is, a recalibration. It is the sound of a house of cards collapsing because a critical card has been removed. That card is you. They were banking on your compliance. They had already allocated your future energy to patching up their crumbling walls. They had plans for your creativity, your light, your integrity. They saw you as their next big acquisition, the one that would give them another few decades of life. When you choose the key, you are sending a shockwave through their entire network. This ain't some distant butterfly effect. This is a direct hit. The powerful person who presented the choice is not just an emissary for the divine, they are also a double agent of sorts. Their offer forces the old system to reveal its hand, to show its desperation. And your refusal is the signal to all the other architects, all the other key holders across the planet, that the time is now. Your courage is contagious. It will echo in the energetic fields and awaken others who are facing a similar choice. You become the first domino, setting off a chain reaction of liberation. You will personally feel this collapse as a great release. The subtle, constant pressure you have felt your entire life will suddenly vanish. This was the pressure of the system trying to groom you, to mold you, to pull you into its orbit. When you refuse the contract, their energetic hooks dissolve instantly. You will feel a lightness, a freedom that is intoxicating, like taking your first breath after being underwater for too long. While the world outside might be descending into what looks like chaos, your inner world will be filled with an unprecedented calm. This is the sign that you are on the right path. You are in the eye of the hurricane you helped create. You are not a victim of the collapse, you are its silent, smiling author. This is the real power they saw in you. Not just the power to build, but the power to gracefully and righteously unbuild that which is no longer meant to stand. Chapter 6. The activation of the master blueprint. Once the choice is made and the old world begins its descent, your work begins. Choosing the key is not a passive victory, it is the acceptance of your master assignment. The moment you say yes, the untraceable blueprint within your soul is activated. Think of it as a dormant, highly complex software program that has just been unlocked with the correct password, your conscious choice. This blueprint is not just a vague idea or a dream, it is a detailed, multi-layered schematic for a new form of existence. It contains new models for community, for commerce based on value instead of profit, for healing that addresses root causes, for art that awakens the soul, for leadership based on service. It is the source code for the next chapter of human experience. The activation will be a tangible, physical experience. You might feel it as a jolt of energy running up your spine, a sudden download of information that feels like remembering rather than learning, or a period of intense, vivid dreams where you are literally being taught in your sleep. Ideas that were once foggy will crystallize with stunning clarity. Solutions to problems that have plagued humanity for centuries will appear in your mind, simple and elegant. You will suddenly just know how to do things you were never taught, from organizing a group to resolving a complex conflict. A new level of genius will be unlocked within you, not an intellectual genius that memorizes facts, but a holistic, heart-centered genius that sees the interconnectedness of all things and intuits the next right step. This is your inheritance. This is the power you have been safeguarding your entire life. Your primary task is to begin translating this internal blueprint into external reality. You start small. Do not be overwhelmed by the scale of the vision in your head. You are not meant to build it all at once. You are a channel, a conduit. Your job is to allow the blueprint to flow through you, one step at a time. It might begin with a conversation, a blog post, a piece of art, a new way of structuring your business, or a community garden project. As you take these small, inspired actions, the universe will meet you with overwhelming support. You will find that you have new abilities. Your words will carry an immense creative power. When you speak your truth, you will be speaking reality into existence. People will be drawn to you, not because of charisma, but because they recognize the frequency of the future in you. They will want to help. They will see the blueprint in your eyes and will want to be a part of it. This is where your past training becomes invaluable. Your empathy will allow you to lead with compassion, creating inclusive and nurturing environments. Your integrity will ensure that what you build is sound and just, free from the corruption of the old world. Your experience with betrayal will make you a discerning judge of character, able to assemble a team of trustworthy co-creators. Your time in isolation has made you immune to the need for public approval, so you will build what is right, not what is popular. You were forged in the furnace specifically for this task. You are not just building structures, you are anchoring a new frequency on the planet. Every authentic action you take, every project you start that is aligned with your blueprint, creates a point of light on the new Earth grid. You are a lighthouse, and your job is to turn on the light. The ships, the other architects, the resources, they will find their way to you. Do not look for permission. Do not wait for a committee to approve your plans. Your authority now comes directly from the divine. The emissary was simply the one who reminded you of this. You are a sovereign creator. Your blueprint is your mandate. Trust the information you are receiving. Trust the clarity that is dawning within you. You have been in training for this for lifetimes. The study is over. The exam has been passed. The workshop is now open. Pick up your tools and begin. The world is waiting for what only you can build. Chapter 7: Your signature on the scroll of history. We do not live in ordinary times. You are not an ordinary soul. The choice you are being given is not an ordinary choice. You are at a nexus point in cosmic history, a moment of profound transformation, and your decision will be recorded not in books that can be burned or rewritten, but in the very fabric of space-time, the Akashic records of this universe. You are being asked to be more than a participant in history. You are being asked to become its author. The signature you place on this choice, the energetic yes to the key, is your mark on the Great Scroll. It is a declaration that will echo through generations, a vow that will alter the trajectory of human consciousness. It is your permanent, indelible mark upon eternity. Long from now, when the story of this great global transition is told, they will not speak of the presidents or corporations who managed the decline. They will speak of the architects. They will speak of the quiet, courageous souls who, at a critical moment, turned their back on a dying world and began to dream a new one into being. They will speak of those who chose the uncertainty of freedom over the comfort of captivity. They will speak of you. Your life, with all its seeming detours and hardships, will become a testament, a roadmap for others who are waking up in a world that no longer makes sense. The things you build, the communities you foster, the healing you facilitate, these will become the foundational pillars of a new civilization, a new earth. You are not just living your life, you are creating a new mythology. This is the true nature of power. It is not the ability to control others, to bend them to your will. That is the old, masculine, distorted version. True power is the ability to create a reality so beautiful, so resonant, and so true that others voluntarily choose to be a part of it. It is the power of inspiration, not domination. Your legacy will not be a statue in a park or a name on a building. Your legacy will be in the laughter of free children who are taught to honor their gifts, in the health of a restored planet, in the art that flows from uncaged hearts, in the communities that operate on love and mutual respect instead of fear and competition. Your legacy is a living frequency that will continue to expand and evolve long after your physical form is gone. It is a ripple of light that will never, ever stop. This is why the stakes are so high. This is why you were protected, trained, and tested so rigorously. You are a custodian of a sacred timeline, a precious possibility. The choice before you is the final seal of your guardianship. When you look back on your life from a higher perspective, this moment will be the one that defines everything. It will be the moment you stopped asking for permission to be powerful and simply owned the divinity that was yours all along. It will be the moment you remembered why you came to this planet at this exact time. You did not come here to fit in. You came here to create a world worth fitting into. The emissary is at the door. The choice is on the table. History is holding its breath. Sign your name.